we are in a spot today that we haven't worked since we bought the property, probably 6, almost 7 years ago. We found some plants that we had planted a long time ago. There's a sour orange. This one's pretty tall and big, but it's covered in vines. We just found this one. I think this is a chironja. Planted that a while ago. It's still doing okay. It's a little spindly because it was growing through vines. And we also have a neem tree and French peanut, money tree. We've just been mowing and clearing.
The bilimbe.
Oh yeah, and there's a bilimbe over here too, and a pomegranate. So we planted quite a few plants that are still alive. We just didn't care for this area as much and it's overgrown, so we'll get to it.
Aiden's picking fruit at the pitanga tree. These are the pitanga berries.
So today we are going to be taking some materials and things to our friends that are building a house. They don't have access to hardware stores and materials right now. So we have some extra stuff laying around. We're going to load up the truck and help them out, as well as they have a farm and they're going to exchange some food for us, which is a good reason to go visit them for fresh food and produce, which is really hard to get right now with all the lines. So I think it'll work out really well. Welcome to the Kaufman Ferreteria. These are quite a few panels we just had laying around from the old house. So, good job. So next up, here's a pile of old telephone poles that the old house sat on. These were the stilts underneath the house. We just treated pine telephone poles, a lot of them. More leftover wood.
Old windows. Alright, well we just got back from our friend's house. We delivered them some supplies and we got some nice arugula and a bunch of different tomatoes. This is bok choy. This will be so good with stir fry, and some green beans. So we're looking forward to having some nice fresh vegetables. Rainy stopped at the bank. No lines though.
We're here.
You get wet, baby.
So here we are clearing some more brush to get to materials and get them out. Just a little bit of yard cleanup and to get to this coconut palm and all of its babies. There's probably 50 babies down there that we can move to other parts of the yard. So good sprouts.
Tonight we are having shrimp, bok choy, cubanelle peppers, garlic, sauteed in a pan of sesame oil and a side of rice. Buen provecho! Shrimp stir fry with bok choy and cubanelle peppers over a bed of rice. Fridge is looking a little bit better with some of these stops at fruit vendors and different little stores we found. No big grocery stores though. Well, here we are entering our 6th week here in Puerto Rico on the lockdown. And basically the updates are that the health secretary recommends an extension until June 1st, which would be 11 weeks, almost 3 months of lockdown. The problem with that is that there is still no talk of an exit strategy, which is really important if we're going to get over this. We need to start talking about testing, tracing, tracking, if we're not going to allow for community immunity, which is really the only way out ultimately, because this is non-containable. So the numbers here are fairly low. It's still quite a few, over 1,000 people confirmed with very, very little testing. 60 deaths, I think it is, today. The other news is that the numbers can't be trusted here, so that we really don't know what's going on. But the recommendation for the extension until June 1st was based on faulty numbers, so we really don't have any idea what's going on. The scandal involving corruption of buying the tests is still ongoing. Some people are protesting Wanda Vasquez, our governor, by banging pots and pans in a drive-by kind of way, especially after a young person recently died because he was denied getting a test and denied going into the hospital, which is why we're doing all of this lockdown, is so that people will get treated in the hospital. So there's a little bit of kind of some things getting stirred up here, but as far as we go, we're just still waiting for you know, this thing to end. We're really excited about getting back to life and our adventures and just having some semblance of normalcy. And so we've just been mostly at the farm. We're cleaning out an area up top that we've been wanting to get through. We've traded some materials with a friend who has a farm. They're expecting a baby, so they're trying to build a house during this time out on some property, so it's kind of hard for them, but it was a good exchange for us to get some fresh food while at the same time helping them to build their home, since they're having a hard time finding a lot of materials at the hardware stores. You can order stuff at the hardware stores, but it's really difficult. We put an order in on Friday, and because we thought we could pick it up on Friday at Home Depot, and basically you had to have all the numbers. It was really chaotic. They're yelling in the background because everybody's trying to get their stuff all at once. So there's a big kind of bottleneck in hardware stores right now. So we did get a few things ordered and paid for eventually. It took a long time, especially doing it in Spanish and English over the phone and people can't hear, but finally got through it. So they actually gave us a pickup time and appointment for Monday, which I found was kind of odd because I thought they could only do it on Saturdays and Fridays. So we'll see how that goes next Monday. These beautiful bromelia flowers just came out. This is an ornamental pineapple. What are you doing, Aiden? You working?
I got it. It's going out.
Oh. One coconut sprout. Nice. Today I'm making a platter of nachos with black beans, cubanelle peppers, avocado, tomatoes, seasoned with cumin and some organic corn. Black bean nachos. Buen provecho. And what are you doing?
And here I am getting the pineapples ready to plant. We pull all the leaves until we get it to look like a leek and then stick it in the ground.
And these are pineapples that we ate.
Just the tops from the pineapples that we ate, getting them ready to put in the ground.
Birds outside our window. Another beautiful heliconia. So this is the fern that grows out here that has like this white spore on it, and so when you press it onto your skin, sometimes it'll leave a tattoo, temporary tattoo. Jungle tattoo. Another one of my health tonics is to eat turmeric. This is the root of turmeric that we've grown, and something about it is that if you eat it, it's best to have it with black pepper. So I just eat a little bit of turmeric and then I swallow it down with some peppercorns. So I just chop it up fine enough that I can swallow it with a glass of water, and then I eat the peppercorn with it. The pepper bioactivates it into the system so that it's available in your bloodstream. Turmeric is really good for, it's anti-cancer, anti-inflammation, basically an overall tonic, health tonic. It can also be used topically on the skin. Although it's a powerhouse, just be careful that you know that it does stain. It can come off if you just wash your fingers, but it does stain it yellow for a little while. So I hope you're all doing well. I know we're all kind of in this together. Most people are now under some sort of lockdown or isolation recommendation or requirements. So hang in there. This is not easy. I know that this affects all of us in different ways, but whatever you're feeling is probably natural and normal in a circumstance like this that is completely new to everyone. So try to remember to be kind to everybody. Try not to shame or blame each other. We're really, as the people on the ground, all of us are the victims here in this. We shouldn't be blaming each other for what's happening, even though it's easy to do when you're frustrated or angry. So just be kind to one another. We're gonna get through it. Life goes on. This too shall pass. All of the cliches. We are resilient humans, and we've been through many, many things. So keep your heads up. Hope you're doing well out there, and we'll see you in the next video.